Welcome into DC On Screen 367. I'm your host, David C. Robertson. This is my co-host, Jason Goss.
Hello.
We are back in the saddle, guys, and we're going to get super spoilery on Gotham 3:15, how the Riddler got his name. I guess I should say Heroes Rise, how the Riddler got his name.
We have a new subtitle now, I guess.
Yeah. After many deadly trials, Nygma finds a new nemesis in Lucius Fox. Gordon avoids that particular limelight by being caught up in his uncle's scheme to recruit him into the Court of Owls. Bruce shows he can kick some serious street buttocks, but doesn't realize he's been duped by the court. Bruce's doppelganger comes home to a nice shepherd's pie kept warm by Alfred. Also, Penguin is still kicking due to poison ivy. So, you and I think we have a bit of a difference on this episode. I was, I don't want to say underwhelmed, but I was just whelmed.
Simply whelmed.
Yeah.
I thought it was a return to form in some ways.
Well, sure.
Penguin's back.
A return to form. Well, yeah. It was.
I mean, like, that's the Penguin I knew and loved. Like, that ravenous, kind of grudging little bastard. That was the one I liked.
I did like when he wakes up and he grins and he says, "I just remembered there's someone I have to kill." All right.
See? Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I was happy with that.
I was pretty happy with that. Now, I am entirely not happy with the doppelganger subplot.
Yeah, did you like when he injected Bruce and he just like an anime character goes, "Powerful knockout drug."
Did it not feel like something you say when you're doing a super move on a friend when you're playing a battle game? Like you're playing Mortal Kombat, and you're like, duo battle, blah blah blah, finish him, you know?
Yeah, it's like the old Capcom games where Wolverine would go tornado claw.
Yeah, get over here. Like it felt like one of those.
Yeah, Cyclops screaming optic blast.
I know that was a little stupid, but before that, Bruce beating the crap out of those kids. Holy shit, that was good.
I was very, very excited about that.
Oh, yeah.
It was like shadow boxing. Mm-hmm. Just so happy about that. But, and I'm a little split because I kind of felt like they dumbed down Bullock a lot this episode.
Oh, wait, I wrote down one of them. Is this what Gordon deals with?
Yeah. Well, I laughed at, did you hear how I used that word, allocate?
Yes, that was funny.
That was funny.
But
at the
that
same
also
time,
felt about right. I mean,
kind of.
Like, he is a very simple man.
Yes.
Like, that man wants to get to the end of the day, get 3 glasses of whiskey in him, maybe have sex with something, and go home. I say that meaning he doesn't want to be complicated with a marriage. Like, that is the kind of man we're dealing with here. And I felt like they gave us pretty much that guy.
Yeah, I sort of feel like, I've seen him be a better captain than I saw him be in this episode. Like, he was dumb.
He was a little dumb, but...
Actively dumb in this episode.
Yeah, it's a little actively dumb. But I don't know, I didn't feel like it was too far out of character for him.
Maybe not.
Especially, like, you remember BTAS version of him. He's...
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not. We're in the third season
they've
now,
created
man.
like a new version of this thing. Like I'm just happy they did a name check with Harvey. So it's a new creature they've created. But
we're a bit far from going. Well, he works in the animated series, and you know what? Even in the animated series, he was fantastically intelligent when he wanted to be.
Yeah, every now
he wasn't.
And
letting
this
his
one is
anger
too.
control
Like
him.
a few episodes ago, which I guess is like a few months ago now. You hear him say like to Gordon, like, "Oh, I've already done it." Like Gordon makes a break in the case, like, "I'm already on top of it. I already called some people."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he can still be a good cop, but he's still got like these little eccentricities that I love. Like Donald Logue is killing it for me right now.
Oh yeah, sure.
He has never not amused me.
Now, Lucius, I'm enjoying Lucius a lot.
Yeah, I liked that turn.
What turn?
Oh, no, Nygma wanted, Gordon as his nemesis, and he got Lucius instead. I thought it was a good call.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I liked pretty much everything between Lucius and Ed. I liked how Lucius deals with Ed, how he reacts to him.
Yeah.
The Ed and Foxy scene in the car was amazing, except for that awful pistol whipping scene. In fact, I think whoever directed this episode, I don't know, I didn't pay attention. Do they know how to do action? Because when Bullock falls and Lucius grabs him, he somehow gets him up on those stairs with no problem.
Oh, it makes no sense. There's no way Lucius could have grabbed. I forget the guy who plays Foxy, but there is no way he could have grabbed Harvey Bullock.
Yeah,
falling down, no chance, and no.
And then lifted him up,
and then pulled him up with one arm. Not a chance. But before that, I liked the scene, and I mean, you have to have my answer, and that kind of stuff. That was pretty cool. I liked Nygma's journey into Riddler. I thought overall in the episode, pretty cool.
It was interesting. It was not anything I thought. Well, I don't know. I guess if someone, I don't know. I think it does seem like something this show would do. I enjoyed little, imaginary Oswald. I kind of wanted to know what drugs he was taking.
I wanted to know what drugs he was taking, where if you dump the rest of them out, suddenly you stop experiencing them. Mm-hmm. That's one of those things where, it's a cute metaphor, but it doesn't make any damn sense.
Yeah. I did enjoy the crab on on Oswald's shoulder.
Yeah,
that made me laugh.
That made me laugh pretty hard, yeah. I wish the crab was like a returning character that showed up the rest of the episode, but it just kind of vanished.
Yeah. I liked everything with Lucius, though, this week. Lucius invading that dude's space during the interrogation. That was phenomenal.
No, this was the strongest Lucius episode, I think, by far. I mean, this was better than Split You Like a Kipper or whatever it was.
Smoke You Like a Kipper.
Smoke You Like a Kipper, yeah.
Yeah. So,
he was strong.
I guess it was a pretty good episode. I was pretty whelmed.
I really enjoyed it. I just, and especially, you gotta like how, I'm gonna call him Foxy now, because that's what we're doing, I guess. You gotta enjoy how cool he was in the car with a gun to the back of his head.
Oh, yeah.
I got a new respect for him out of that.
I mean, not even then, when, they're on the last rope, Bullock's about to fall, and Lucius just stops and goes, "What did you do, Ed?"
I don't know. That almost can be instinct, but somebody just in the back of your car is a different thing entirely. It kind of sucks.
You say that as if you're a man with experience in that area.
I've actually been there on that one. It's a weird one. Back of the car with a gun. It was not a lot of fun. We just ended up shouting at each other until he got out.
All right. So, is Bruce in Nanda Parbat? Is that?
I think that's. That's what I took away from it. I think he's in Nanda Parbat. Yeah.
Okay.
How'd you like Riddler's suit when it really came down to it?
It was fun.
I think he was spiffy.
I mean, sure. It was spiffy.
I kind of do want the cane.
Yeah.
I'm with him on the cane.
Without it.
I
didn't notice the absence of the cane, honestly.
I gotta admit, I'm with the actor on that. I want the cane.
Okay. Well, but yeah, I enjoyed the journey to get to the Riddler. I did laugh when Oswald told him, "No one's ever going to be afraid of the Riddler." Come on. That's one of the great things in the books, is no one's ever afraid of the Riddler.
Yeah. I mean, it's true, but it's one of the reasons I like the Arkham games. You kind of should be, in a way.
Oh yeah, I mean, in TAS, they made him into a bad dude.
Yeah. I think he's worth being feared, and I think the show is doing a good job of showing that he's worthy of a little bit of fear.
Oh sure, I mean, if I were to ever do Riddler, I would make him into I always wanted Kevin Spacey to play him.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it, but
as a younger Kevin Spacey is sort of I guess it's obvious, but sort of a Kaiser Soze-esque Riddler.
Yeah. You went back in those days, 20 years ago, back in the, what's in the box kind of days.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I understand. Even pre-American Psycho kind of deal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can do with that. Sure. The basis for all of my thoughts on these characters come from the animated series for the most part, so
Yeah,
to be completely fair, if
we've never apologized for that.
If I could just go back in time and grab somebody, I'd grab Eddie Haskell from Leave It to Beaver and have him be the Riddler. 'Cause that's what the TAS Riddler reminded me of.
That is a strange one, my friend. But I'll stand to it.
Might I add, that's a lovely cape you're wearing.
Now I've hidden your pie in 3 places. Here are the riddles. By the way, I seriously, I would not have survived anything if I were one of the people. I didn't get any of the riddles. I actually tried while it was happening. I wouldn't have gotten them.
Yeah.
Like even Lucius's like second answer, where it fit the riddle, but it wasn't his answer. I wouldn't. I didn't even get that.
Yeah.
Like while I was watching it live, I kind of thought, yeah, I would die. I would die. I mean, I wouldn't let him tie me up. I would fight his skinny ass, but I would die after I'd been tied up and then subjected to all that.
So, the promo for next week, these delicate and dark obsessions.
I haven't seen the promo. School me. What's up?
Well, we've got a tease for a weapon coming to Gotham with a shot of a crate and somebody telling Bruce, "I have so much to teach you, Bruce." And I didn't get a really good shot of what that dude looks like. It looks like he has white hair. He's older. I don't know. It didn't look like Alexander Siddig, but we didn't get a lot for the promo.
We've only got a couple episodes left. I feel like it's going to be an exciting end of the season.
You think?
It has been relatively good. I mean, like if I was watching this thing on a binge, I would be pretty happy. Sometimes week to week it slows it down, but if I was binging this on Netflix right now, I'd be pretty stoked about it.
Oh, here is my biggest gripe of the episode, and maybe not though. Uncle Frank is a bad actor, and I'm not sure. He's got bona fides in the acting world, so I'm not sure if he's playing it that way because they're trying to make the audience unsure of whether Uncle Frank is lying to Jim.
Yeah. Or
the court, but all the things that he's doing in this show right now are just not working for me.
I don't know why. Like he does. He's a bona fide actor, as you said. I don't know.
He seems wooden though, doesn't he?
Not really. I think he's got some subtlety to him. Like it feels like he's playing the court a little bit and playing James a little bit too.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess that was just me. I don't know. I just literally did not believe anything that was coming out of his mouth. Just like anything he did, I was just like, no.
There are those times. There really are those times.
Anyway.
Oh, last thing. Sorry. I liked Selena and Bruce's little interaction.
It was fine. I'm tired of Selena being such a jerk to everybody, though.
Yeah, but she's got to grow up to be Catwoman, who's kind of a jerk to everybody. Like, that's
I know.
Kind of what she does. Like, she's an anti-hero. She's a just not hero. Like, sometimes she's just, basically she's selfish. Like, that's her main character trait as a character. And unfortunately, we get to watch this happen, in young form.
Mm-hmm. I just think there are other iterations that, accentuate the positive as well so that we understand why Bruce is, hopelessly wrapped around her finger.
Yeah, and like, this is a nice, youthful version of it, but it eventually we get to that version where, like, she's just kind of a girl who stills, and every now and then they team up, and every now and then they have a good moment, but we're going to have to, like, that's kind of the problem with the show, is we're going to have to watch them just have those youthful moments where they are really into each other and then really not.
You know what? I would, at this point, at this juncture in the show, I would, for the rest of the series, keep them apart. Follow her story, follow his story. Just don't put them together. They don't see each other again until Catwoman and Batman. I
would be down with that. I really would. Look, right? She's good. Like, she's a good little actress, man. I got nothing against her. It may be better for their story if that's what happened.
Yeah, I think so. All right, guys. I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. We're going to be coming right back with a review of Supergirl 218 Ace Reporter.
I'm almost not used to this anymore.
I know.
It's been so
weird.
long.
It's weird. Back in the saddle, man. Mm-hmm. Gonna get that riding posture.
I know.
DCOnscreen.com.
Having to frame my back to get next to the mic and everything. I mean, it's
DCOnscreen.com for every episode free. We don't do the premium thing. And I do want to get you guys used to this notion. You can write in and talk to us about these episodes, and we'll talk about it on the show. And if you want to leave us a voicemail, 205-259-6331, and we'll put that on the show and talk about it. Proud members of the Giant Size Team Up Network, GiantSizeTeamUp.com, and coming right back. Until then, keep some DC on your screen.